Hello and welcome to Picking Principles. Today I have this APECS diamond grade dimple lock. If you look inside there, you can see the dimples, and if we look really carefully up at the top, then you can see just through the bouncing light that there are some sliders off to the left-hand side there, and you can see some slider tracks along the top. This is the last lock that I have in my trade from Nigby that hasn't been picked yet. You can see the bitting on the key there, and it's the first lock I have that's got two different mechanisms, sliders and dimples. So you can see that it works quite well. And I've picked this a few times now, and interestingly I found that I can't get all of the dimples set without first setting some and then setting a slider and then going back setting dimples, and oftentimes that'll get it, but sometimes there's this additional slider to set. So we're going to try and get through this as quickly as possible. And Nigby tells me that this is a fun one to gut, so we're going to take a look there as well. So I'm going to use pretty light tension. Let's zoom in a little bit here. Hopefully I can keep it in frame. And we'll start with pin 1. Oh, I'm going to use my huck number 6 because it's got a pretty big curve which can fit over top of this warding right there to get the pins. So good click out of 1, nothing on 2, nothing on 3, little click out of 4, maybe a little out of 5, back to the front, 1 is set, I'm sliding all over 2 here. 2 doesn't want to give me anything right now. Oh, good movement out of 3 there. 4 is binding. 4 might be set. Oh, something dropped. What was it? So I started out with really light tension, but I can tell now I'm using pretty heavy tension. Because as you rotate your pick, your flag, to try to get these pins set, you necessarily rotate in the opposite direction, so you got to hold it or you lose progress. Slip it off, nothing there. Okay, I'm just lightening up on tension to feel these pins, see which one's got some give. All right, they feel pretty good. Let's check these sliders. Oops, 1, 2, oh, got a click out of 2, nothing out of 3, and a good click out of 4. And it feels like maybe I've rotated a little bit into a false set here. Let's just check the pins. So in trying to set one of those pins, which feels like a spool, looks like I've lost 1. Let me get back on 1 here. Okay, 1 is set. Nothing on 2. A little bit more movement out of 3. All right, everything feels pretty decent. Oh, I just felt like some stuff moved there by mistake. Check those sliders one more time. I think I overset too. So I'm not sure how well the camera's picking that up, but there's a lot of clicks going on. Getting counter rotation down here on 3. Okay, so you can probably tell that one popped up again. Just really quickly check these sliders. Okay, I'm not getting anything out of them. Can easily set one again though. There it is. So it feels like 4 is my last pin. Oh, that felt really good. But I didn't fall into a deeper false set. I haven't really had this big a challenge since I figured out how to open it. Picking angle's terrible. Hate picking on camera. And there we have it. Well, that took a really long time. Let's see if I can get a 360 out of this. Okay, well, that wasn't as pretty as I'd hoped it would be. But, all right. So this got a snap ring. Let's really quickly see if I can pry that. There we go. That was not that hard. just need to shim over this lip, I think. And okay. So let's see what's going on here. There's my sidebar. Let's put that up here and dump the sidebar springs. There's one. All right. Okay, and there's the key pins with a little bit of drill protection, you can see. All right. Those are interesting looking. I don't think I've seen dimple pins before. They kind of look like little torpedoes. And I'm gonna have to remove the key in order to access those sliders. And let's see if I can pull those out. Yep. Okay, there's number 4. 1 gate, no false gate in that one. 3. I'll show you a close-up of all this in a moment. 2 and 1. Well, they look nearly identical. Like the gates are all in the same area. Okay, and there's little springs down in there. I don't want to lose them. And let's take a look now. First pin steel anti-drill. Standard brass in 2. Spool in 3. Oh, sticking. Another spool in 4. And regular brass in 5. And it looks like, yeah, it looks like the springs are all the same. All right, let's get you in for a close-up. So up top, you can see the sidebar with the sidebar springs, which fits in the slot at the top of the plug right there. Sliders fit in there. And there's the pins. So we've got these key pins down bottom, which have these lips. So it's an interesting looking pin. If you've never seen a dimple pin like me, then maybe you didn't know they looked like this. And then anti-drill steel in 1, standard brass in 2 and 5, with nice looking spools, which were supplying me with a counter rotation and making 1 drop all those times in 3 and 4. So when I pick this close to my body, it picks a lot easier, but when I'm picking out here at a weird angle, it takes me a bit longer and it's not as pretty. But I'm happy to have this done. If you like what you've seen here today, please hit like and subscribe. Comments and suggestions appreciated below. And thanks everybody. Have a great day.